so many things. Though the main focus is this awesome product management for small and medium retail stores book that I'm supposed to go through. And maybe, just maybe, Pumasanga that is can named Khaled somewhere. Anyway, I'm with the author, Benson Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Khaled. How are you?
I'm great. How was your weekend, first of all? Because we are on a Monday. People apparently they hate Monday for some reason which I don't know even up to date.
Well, thank you for asking. My weekend was amazing. Like I said, well, Monday is my favorite day. Actually, I have to say.
For real?
Wow. Yeah, for real. Because I think Monday gives us an opportunity to, to start fresh.
Okay.
Say pick up from there where we left it maybe over the weekend, because many people, that's when they go back to their workplaces. Yes.
That's the excuse that I'll give somebody, like, you know what, why do you love Mondays? I mean, you start, you put everything in line.
Exactly. I think that's reason enough to love Monday. How about your weekend? How was it?
It was good. So many activities though. Apart from I'm very much trying to dodge the idea that I finished the whole season of an anime, but yeah, there was also exploring some places as well.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
I've struggled to follow anime myself, but I think maybe one day I might be able to just dive into it.
Get the dubbed. It will be easier than the way you have to read and watch at the same time. Otherwise, you end up looking like,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard to follow.
Yeah, you end up getting the chameleon effect.
Oh
you
yeah,
move your eyes in different directions. So, Benson, it's good to have you here at Rooster FM. And before we get into why you are here, who is Benson Judge?
Thank you very much for having me here, Mr. Khaled. It's a pleasure to be here. Well, Benson Judge, this is a Zambian young man. To say I grew up here in the Copper Belt. I was born here in Ndaba Teaching Hospital. Did my education in Kitwe. Yeah, then furthered my studies in Lusaka. Other than that, yes, I did venture into health. I did a couple of years there, and before I moved into business and started doing my own thing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now you today we're pretty much throwing our focus on the book, this awesome book here, Product Management for Small and Medium Retail Stores. Now this is you pretty much put it as a manager's handbook.
Yeah. Well, it does really serve well for the managers, but we are all managers at some point. We are managing our lives, we are managing our daily routines. So, but it's dubbed Manager's Handbook because it's a comprehensive guide from that top perspective. I served as manager for Perchmart stores, so this is more of an insight from that perspective as a manager, let's say.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, before we get into the top details of this, is this the first book that is written so far, or there is another version of an author from Benson Judge?
Well, this is my second book. I have my first, which was poetry.
Okay.
I started out with poetry in the first place. Well, I still do poetry, but not on a larger scale, though.
You're getting my attention right now.
I'm flattered. Yeah. Yes, I started with poetry. My first book was poetry. It's currently on Amazon.
Okay.
Yes. It's only though that one was only published in soft copy, so you can only get it on Kindle.
All right.
Yes. It was an expressed emotions read. It was just a compilation of poetry. Well, based on the same theme per se.
Okay.
So this happens to be my second, but it's the only physical copy that we've done. So it's gonna be like the first physical copy from my section.
Awesome.
Yes, but of course I've got others that are coming. But of course we can schedule for that later.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm now keeping my guess. I'm wondering maybe. Well, I don't know. For some reason, I'm having a feeling that it may be of a different thing, because already from poetry to product management, and I'm asking my questions like, what else does he have in store?
Well, yeah. It's totally something else. Anyways, it's more of self-discovery.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it's got a title called Epiphany.
Oh.
Yes, more like the grand realization.
Yeah, I've abused that word. Like last week, I think I had abused that word.
Oh.
Like, I had an epiphany. and it makes me
We're
feel...
having so many epiphanies.
And I was there like, oh, I hope somebody won't think as if I'm trying to sound smart. So, jumping straight into this book, like you did mention that it's not just for the managers, but also for those that are trying to, manage the small and medium retail stores.
Exactly.
Now, jumping into it, how overall, like this whole book, how would you describe it, like especially for those who are pretty much on the startup side?
Well, thank you very much for the question. The overall description for those that are on the startup would be more like this is your SOP, per se. SOP is your standard operating procedure.
I was about to ask you that.
So an SOP is basically a document that standardizes the way of doing things.
Right.
Yes, to say this is the way in which we actually achieve the better results, so therefore we're going to standardize it. I would say, based on the experience that I've had and the number of years that I spent in retail, I would say this is more of a standard operating procedure for managing retail operations. We're talking about either because of the experience that I have spans from cosmetic, grocery, as well as pharmacy. So it's broad in that particular sense per se.
All right. Now, I did have a glimpse. I'm having a glimpse of the table of contents, and one of let me just say that it's pretty much wild, and from product management to the human engine of product management, which is the last chapter.
Exactly.
Now, how would this help that person who is, let's say, like you've mentioned that, okay, this is a perfect SOP for someone who's starting up a business and also for someone who's already running a business. Now, what if you were to pick serious key areas in this book that someone should actually not skip by any chance? Which one, where would it be?
Thank you. Well, I would say with confidence that all the parts that are in the book are relevant. There would be no part that would be needed to skip, because each part has got actual insight that is needed for you to build up on the next. So when you look at the intro of the book, I actually specify to say it's been done in a gradual process, meaning one step builds up to the other. So meaning each component of the book is actually very important. As you can see, the book is just a few pages, which is 138 pages.
Oh, it looks smaller than what when you hear 100 pages, it looks smaller than that. So
exactly.
So muinenuka.
yeah. So we've tried to compact it and lead to us so much with the actual insight that are actually workable in that particular manner.
All right.
So each and every page of this book is very important, and I wouldn't advise anybody to skip it.
All right. What drove you into getting getting into this direction, first of all? Because you did mention from the get-go that, okay, the first one was poetry related, but what drove you into going on the business side of things in your writing?
I've always been passionate about business from start. In my current role, where I'm currently serving on the other side as Managing Director for Advanced Information Management and Business Consultants, we believe that quality service is what improves the quality of life.
All right.
Yes, so I've always wanted to put in proper strategies that would help businesses provide proper services. So writing this book has been one way of me putting my ideas out there and helping people to say this is the way that you can do things in order for you to provide a better service, because we believe that quality service is what transforms the quality of life.
All right. So you can safely say that this is all or mostly based on real-time experiences.
Exactly. Other than that, it also includes my the knowledge that I've gotten from the learnings that I've had. I would like to mention that I'm currently studying for my bachelor's in business administration. I also do hold short trainings in marketing management, strategic management, as well as other short courses in business, such as people management. So I'm an all-round person. So I bring in everything from that experience, that perspective, and encompass it in a way that ensures that your products are working. So if you look at the table of contents, it does cater from the people itself and reaches to the, it does cater from the product themselves and goes to the people itself. So it's an overall comprehensive guide in that particular manner.
All right. Now, we're living in this generation where, you know, there's that reliance of technology and you know, AI stepping in and all that stuff. Now, is there a point where this book does encourage the use of tech? Because someone would think a book are obviously old school.
I get your point there.
Yeah. So is there a part where this book does, you know, talk about, you know, the incorporation of technology?
Exactly. Yeah. There is a part. So of course, when you get to chapter 4, there is a part. This chapter is transitioning to the point of sale system, which is basically you're moving now. You've received. So everything that we're talking about in the strategies that we're talking about in this book, you're using computers per se, a laptop. So when you talk about product receipt section, there you're talking about receiving products. How do you keep record? So all that get encompassed to one file, which you can actually get to use to maybe push it on your AI, you know, systems, and they can be able to give you all that information. So, in summary of your question, yes, it does talk of technology. From start to finish, the book talks of technology.
Okay.
Yes, because it talks about point of sale system. It talks about data analysis. Of course, which of these actually involve a bit of technology in them. Not to an extent, of course, where somebody's going to be afraid to say, maybe I need to be a technology expert. No, it talks about the technology that is user friendly, that is adoptable even to the most layman.
All right. So indeed, it is actually a handbook that I think I may need to have.
Exactly, just as the name specifies, handbook.
All right. Now, Benson, like there's two more questions that I'm actually having because I keep looking at the table of contents, and first of all, there's from, like I said, from the product management to goods and project management to transitioning to the point of sale system and storage and shelving. So for that person who is does it really like focus only on in retail in terms of these goods that we see, for example, these small shops and medium-sized groceries, or maybe it can also apply to different categories as long as it involves sales?
Thank you very much. Basically, it involves the whole retail setup, per se. We're talking about anything that you're doing, getting the product from somewhere, and then with intention of selling them out there, basically. Yes, so it covers the whole retail industry, whether you are dealing with a Kantemba, or you've got a bigger retail store, or you've got a chain store, per se. I do specify to say medium retail stores to the larger extent, because the things that I've talked about in the book are practical, and the experience that I have had, I've been up to the medium retail store. I have to specify that. Yes, but the strategies that I implemented in the book are a building block to managing larger retail stores.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay, so 0965913913 is the line that you can use if you have any questions with my discussion our discussion that we are having in here. I'm literally trying. I feel like I'm the only one who's super interested in trying to open up a small retail, medium retail store. But the focus is on the medium because, I mean, more stuff. Yeah. So in the studio, I'm joined with by Benson Judge, who is the author of this amazing book, Product Management for Small and Medium Retail Stores. Now, this is dubbed as a manager's handbook, but as explained, it's not just for you don't really have to be as the manager for you to to get more info on this. So 0965 913 913 is the line that you can use to get in touch with us. We take a mini break, and then after this, we continue right here on Rooster FM. Good afternoon. Oh, good morning.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
Relax, it's all gonna be fine.
Wakey, 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 wakey.